It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Welcome to a Monday. It's
Yeah.
it's a banner day for me. I got to tell you
Okay.
what, like a pro, I got out there yesterday with the leaf blower backpack thing,
Uh-huh.
all over town. They just left and right blowing leaves.
Well, let me
everywhere.
ask.
Yeah.
I have to ask you this. You know that commercial
Yep.
with the kid calling his grandma, "Grandma, how about another grape soda?" And walking the dog like on a treadmill. The kid's laying on the couch. He's got a hand, And then there's a scene of him in the leaf blower, but he's just sitting in like a folding chair, just doing this.
Yeah.
Was that you, or were you walking around doing?
No, I was walking around, and let me tell you. Okay. Let me tell you something about the leaf blower.
I'm very pro leaf blower, by the way.
Are you really?
Love those
okay,
things.
wonderful. So on the other hand, put it half a step behind a weed eater as far as pain in the ass equipment goes. I hate it.
Really?
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
What's the issue?
I have no technique. I try to blow leaves somewhere.
You're blowing leaves.
I know, but then they blow over this way, then they blow over that way, and then you got to go back and get the ones over there. Then you got to blow them out between these two buildings. Then you got to blow them around this thing in the yard. Then you got to try to get them somewhere. And there is absolutely no reason or rhyme to using a leaf blower. I hate it.
Just blow them into your wooded area. Like, we have a wooded area.
Yep.
Now, I don't have a leaf blower, so this is what I have to do. This is what I actually did this for almost 2 hours on Friday.
Ugh.
Mowed the lawn, and then I had to mow over. Like, these were piles of leaves. I was just blowing through them and just kept going over them, over them again.
Yep.
And then the leaves become like mulch. I had them finally all chopped up, and then half of them I was able to knock them into the woods with the one side of the mower, and that it worked out great for me. It was a time-consuming process, but it took care of it.
The village idiot with zero technique. I'll just say this. Maybe a slight physical disadvantage to carrying around a leaf blower and working in the yard. Just maybe. I might not be in good enough shape for that kind of thing.
That's probably good. How long were you doing that?
I could not tell. When I got done, it was dark.
You ballpark it for an hour, half an hour,
we're going
45 minutes?
Than that. I went
over
through
an
almost
hour?
2 tanks of gas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
look at you walking around on your feet.
And philosophically, to me, with what I do for a living and productivity and
more
all
of
that
a sedentary kind of thing.
No, that's not the case at all.
It is the case.
I see my strengths as being able to be much more productive in other fields. And I see other strengths as being able to team up with a guy, say they got 4 or 5 of these leaf blowers and they know what they're doing. And for $200, they'll come in 45 minutes and blow every freaking thing out of your yard. They'll get earthworms out of your yard.
Yeah.
You hand them a couple of bones and off they go with all your leaves. Economically,
I think it was
that
good
makes sense to me. Huh?
Well, okay, fair enough, because your time is valuable.
I try. I try to think it is.
At the same time, it's also good for you to do things like that yourself.
No, it's not.
Just because you can pay somebody else to do it, doesn't mean you always should.
Well,
it doesn't.
In this case, I see it as me stimulating the economy.
I'm not saying you can't look at it that way.
I'm a giver. That's what I do. So, today I'm going to hobble around like a broken-backed old man. I'm going to whine. I'm going to cry.
Okay.
I'm going to piss and moan.
That's fine.
I'm going to watch the 35-mile-an-hour plus winds that we've got today blow all my work all over the place. Perfect.
Sometimes that can work in your favor. I've had that work perfectly where it blows all the leaves into the woods. I'm like, holy cow, this was awesome.
It's not going to work out in my favor.
Well, no, see, now you've heard the term self-fulfilling prophecy, right?
Well,
you
know what?
Engaged in it.
You're
Mr. It's your
correct.
negative Nancy attitude. It's your negative Nancy attitude.
Correct that I am a little
negative,
of the down with people attitude today at this moment. because people
Okay,
invented
well,
leaf blowers, and I got stuck using them.
okay.
Yeah. A little
So
sympathy would
it's
be
all
nice.
right. Um, I'm sorry. I'm fresh out.
Oh, well,
I'm
work on it.
fresh out, but I might have some more tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, I got to refill my sympathy deposits. You know,
I gotta add up your losses from last week.
I won
I
I
know.
got every single one right last week, every one.
Oh,
But now I got to
nice.
rely on your lack of math skills
I
for
thought
an
you were using a
accurate
calculator.
count, and I'm not really
Oh,
sure. All right,
using a calculator.
okay,
Oops. All right.
uh-huh. I got a feeling these mistakes are not gonna be mistakes in my favor, but
51
whatever.
200 from 54.
Okay,
54 200. You're now down to 51 200.
it's,
I'm
just
legit.
chipping away.
Hey, I'm legit.
I'm in the cave. I got my little pickaxe.
Yep.
I'm like Andy. Actually, I'm more like Andy Dufresne in the prison.
You know what you're like?
Just
You're like Big Doug.
I don't. I will take that as a positive.
Being Dig Dug is
No
awesome.
question. Yeah, I love
Pookie and
underrated.
Frygar chasing you around. You're dodging all the bullets. You're the man, dude. You're the man.
Oh,
So
you said it. I didn't.
hold me.
But I'll accept that. All right.
Hold
No, I'm not
me.
holding
Hurt.
anything.
Rub
No,
my
not
back.
happening.
Rub
Sorry.
my feet.
No. No. Good Lord, no. All right. In the wake of the time change, which I'm stunned, shocked, still sitting here in disbelief that you did not mention in the first 8 minutes, some medical experts are calling for a permanent standard time year around. The majority of the U.S. springs ahead in the spring so that there's more light later in the day. Falling back leads to more light in the morning during standard time. Sleep experts say that your standard time aligns best with the natural day-to-day or day-to-night rhythms of the human body, which benefits public health. So
those are called circadian rhythms.
Yeah,
and
circadian rhythms.
I've
but
been right.
The natural
for how many
day-to-night.
years?
Yeah. Okay, listen.
I have said the
Hold
time
on.
change sucks for how long,
Okay.
and now we've
Okay.
got proof. I'm big on proof.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's an hour. I don't give a shit. But just so I feel the same way about the time change that I felt about legalization of marijuana.
Yeah.
Just legalize it, make it standard time now, just so everybody that won't stop bitching about it stops bitching about it.
It sucks.
It's like literally the only thing you'd ever that's the only thing they hippies, dude, it's hemp, man, all the great things hemp does for you. And they always say it with their eyes half closed because stereotypes become just true sometimes. But finally, they've shut up about that. Maybe this will get everybody else shutting up about the time change. Again, it doesn't affect me. I don't care. It's an hour. It's nothing.
Let me try an impression.
Go ahead.
Time change sucks, dude.
Look, there you go. That's not bad. If you had a beanie and a hacky sack or a frisbee,
no,
would have been even
it's
better.
Pointless. It is truly pointless because we are no longer an agrarian society that needs the extra hour of sunlight to go up.
Fair.
Well, you know what?
Had we had that extra hour of sunlight,
guess where I would have been yesterday?
Tilling the soil?
No. What would I have been doing for another hour yesterday?
Oh, you've been blowing leaves around.
Oh, see? So thank God for that.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Hey, speaking of weed, smoking marijuana could lead to heart failure, according to a recent study. Now, I stated it that way because that's how the scary headline was.
Inhalation of anything could lead to that.
Hang on. No, smoking marijuana could lead to, it's probably not.
No.
But listen to this. This again, got to listen. That's why you always, most people stop at the headline.
Right.
Older Americans who don't smoke tobacco but who do use marijuana are at a higher risk of both stroke and heart attacks. That risk is 34% more likely for daily users. Heart, lung, and blood vessel damage correlates to smoking or vaping any substance long term. So I always say stick to gummies, but always understand this. It's in moderation. It's like with anything.
Right.
All things in moderation. Don't do it. Microdose.
Look at Tommy John.
Microdose should be fine. Exactly. Okay. Some of this, some people aren't going to be affected. Others will be.
That's how it works.
Again, just don't go nuts with it. This is the problem is, you legalize that. I can do this as much as I want, whenever I want. No, you can't. Just like with drinking. Yep. I mean, you can, but then, bad things could happen. So just keep that in mind.
And
as always, all things in moderation.
Keep fun.
Finally, there you go. The Michigan Wolverines remain undefeated while still under, hang on.
Undefeated.
While still under a cloud of controversy, Michigan staffer Connor Stalions has resigned following allegations of spying on opposing teams over the course of the past 2 seasons to steal sideline signals. Michigan improved to 9-0 following Sunday's 41-13 thumping of 2-7 Purdue. Could they please, for the love of God, play a good team? And they finally will at Penn State next Saturday. Amid all these distractions, amid what I have said, and I still believe for the most part is probably an overblown pseudo controversy. I'm willing to be wrong on this. I'm willing to think more of this than what there is if more evidence comes to light. But this is something in the National Football League, which is another reason the NFL is superior to college sports, just in general.
Right.
You've got the receiver in the helmet. You don't have sideline signals. Quarterback already knows what the play is going to be. They don't have to worry about, and it's the same thing on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about all the BS signals, or just change your signals like most teams do anyway. This is why I still think the problem for Michigan is you did something that a lot of college football teams do, if not most of them, but you did it in the most obvious, stupid way. You had this guy on the sidelines of Central Michigan when they were playing Michigan State. So they're spying on Michigan State, a team you should beat by 3 touchdowns given the talent disparity. Even if the entire team has the flu and or COVID, you should still be able to beat Michigan State. Okay, the fact that you had a guy on the sidelines wearing sunglasses on at night like he's Corey Hart, in an effort to steal signals from a bad football team is pathetic, and you deserve whatever comes to you. Okay? So just because you were that stupid, this is what could happen. And this is why Michigan fans are nervous. But I believe this is what's going to happen. Nothing's going to be done to them this season. They're going to end up going to the college football playoff. The distraction probably will trip them up in the playoff round, and they will lose in the semifinal, and then all their wins will get stripped away because of this stupid BS semi-fake controversy. So you'll still be able to enjoy one of the best seasons in Michigan football history, but it will officially not have existed once the punishment comes out. So there you go. So enjoy it while you can, because officially it's going to be a season that didn't happen.
You know what I was wondering?
Lions were off. What?
You know what I was wondering?
What?
Did you watch AFV last night?
Jesus Christ.
It was really great. They had this girl, actually the one that won it. It was awesome. They did this fake gag on their dad, that her water broke.
Oh, kids playing tricks on their parents. Oh, wow.
It was an older kid. That's what made it funny. It's not like she was 15.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
They did this water break gag, and her dad's trying to call the doctor, right? He's like, what's your doctor's name? So he's going through his daughter's phone. She's like, it's April. Dr. April. He's like, Dr. April what? She goes, Dr. April Fools. So
Jesus.
Funny. So
Jesus,
funny.
Lord, I know you're listening to me right now. If there's any way I could get the last minute and a half of my life back at some point,
I just wondered if you caught it.
If it's within your will, please make that happen. Thank you.
All right.
The Lions were off. The Bears fall to Nolans 24-17.
I could tell you exactly when they get that minute back. They stop dicking around with the time change. You get a whole hour back.
There we go.
Hey, wouldn't that be nice?
Again, that could very well happen.
I'm looking out for you, man.
And there you go.
What I'm doing. Ready for Jeopardy?
All right. Let's do it.
2 words for you. And neither one of them begins with F.
Okay.
See what I did there? Oh, I did. When you were blathering on about football there, and you besmirched Purdue, 21
sucks. Their team sucks.
astronauts from Purdue. 21. How many from Michigan State?
Okay, nobody cares.
Yeah, they do.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, they do.
Nobody
That's what matters.
cares.
That's where the rubber hits the road, my friend. All right.
Assuming, even assuming we went to the moon, nobody cares.
Oh, we went to the moon. All right.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Go
Got milk?
ahead.
Maybe you shouldn't. If you're this and have trouble digesting the sugar that's found in it.
That would be lactose intolerant.
Look at you. 51,000 in the hole. That's a nice even number. Dave Keck, and that's six in a row. Shimmy and shake.
I'll give you a little shimmy for that.
Will you really? Look at you go. All right, Dave
Look at
Keck.
me.
Hey, guess what? Here comes
All
the
right.
weather kid. Have yourself a great Monday.
See ya.
Happy Monday, Muskegon. The week will start on a rainy and windy note, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Looking at your weather headlines, we will have a windy and rainy start to your Monday, and then after that, the afternoon hours should at least turn a little bit better as the clouds will also start to leave the area and the winds will die down. But we will start to cool into the upper 40s by Tuesday, staying mostly in the upper 40s for the rest of the week, with rain once again arriving on Wednesday. So this is what the future radar will look like at 7 a.m. Rain will already be knocking on our door. It won't last too long though. By 10 a.m. most of that will be pushing off to the east, and some of those actually could have some thunderstorms embedded within them. So we might have a brief heavy downpour here and there, along with gusty winds. Wind gusts could get up to 45 miles per hour during the morning, so just keep note. During the morning hours, it won't be the best, but conditions will improve during the afternoon. Now taking a closer look at those wind gusts, you can see wind gusts forecasted to be 40 miles per hour here in Muskegon, but I wouldn't be shocked if those even got higher to 45, maybe even 50 right along the lakeshore. So for your Monday, expect a windy and rainy start to the day, but then we'll start to clear out during the afternoon hours with a high of 59 and a low of 45, with mostly cloudy skies sticking around. And then by Tuesday, it looks like we'll be drying out with highs staying in the upper 40s. We'll be in the upper 40s for the rest of the week pretty much until we cool down over the weekend again into the low to mid 40s. But it looks like almost every day will be mostly cloudy to partly cloudy and dry, besides Wednesday with another round of rain. And that is your Monday forecast brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon Channel and Limekiln Woods Weather, and enjoy your week.